Hi, Tristan.
Hi.
It's over now.
It's over? Yeah, nearly.
Almost, yeah. We still have Bash, and I still have a couple of videos that I'm scheduled to be recording.
Work until 6 p.m. and then go to the Bash directly.
Yeah, 6:30. I am hoping that I'm going to go to the hotel for a short moment.
Yeah.
How was the last 3.5 days for you?
Oh, for me, it was exciting. I stayed already the weekend before. Team here in Las Vegas and had some hike and mountain biking and so on.
Not the casino tour.
Not the casino tour, no, more the outside tour.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for me, as an official retired person, it was like coming back. So
yeah, you're returning founder.
Yeah, and a fast returning founder, so It took 4 months.
Yeah.
It was by accident, to be honest, so it was not planned. So I quit Scandio as a CEO in
You sold the company, right?
We sold the company early in 21.
Mm-hmm.
During the COVID pandemic.
Congrats on that.
Yeah, it was not boring. It was, but it was a good situation. Let's say it that way. And then I told the buyers and the team and so that I plan to retire with this 60. Mm-hmm. I'm still not 60, but it's in
42 or something.
In some months.
Oh no, 28. 28 is the date. My wife and I have figured that out. Like if you're 26 and someone says, "You look like 28," you say, "Thank you." If you're 30 and someone says, "You look like 28," you say, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah,
so this is kind of like the tipping point. So congrats on your.
Yeah, and as computer scientists, we can switch from the decimal system to the X system, so then we are getting younger again.
Yeah.
So no, then I decided to step down then as a CEO and to be a shareholder of HiQ and Scandio in the future. But we do have that spin-off of Scandio, which was created 5 years ago, called Lively Apps, and. I would say in the mid of February, end of February, the managing director called me and said, maybe I need your help. It's a very small company.
Which meant I need your help.
It's a small company, 5 employees, 1 working student, 16 apps to maintain and to develop and so on. Yeah, and then I came back from sabbatical retirement, call it whatever you want. And currently supporting, I would say 50% of my time supporting Lively Apps. And that's why I'm here in Las Vegas for Team 24. And it's not only to support the small app vendor, it's to be, as an investor, aware what's going on in the ecosystem, what is currently changing, because I'm still an investor in 2 companies in that ecosystem.
And what did you learn?
I learned a lot. So we are still on the way with the solutions partners that we see a lot of M&A activity there.
But like in the last years, there were always
not
announcements, but there's no announcement here now. It seemed to be halted.
It's kind
Nothing's happening.
I would say the first wave is kind of done.
At some point, I had the impression that Apple would be buying another company every week, but completely halted.
I wouldn't say it's completely halted,
but you can't give an example either, right?
No. Okay, I'm not allowed to give
they're preparing something and so on. Yeah. But they have been preparing things while announcing stuff in the past as well.
Yeah,
you just it's not shopping. It's
you have to be aware about the differences in the economic situation. Yeah, so
money is more expensive now.
Yeah, and solution partners are also in the Atlassian ecosystem, but all consulting companies needs to work more for the next dollar. So it's not that super easy. Yeah, more sales, longer sales cycles. The ecosystem from Atlassian is switching from, let's say, as we both started, from a very technical business to a more business or agile consulting business, and that's the solution partner system. And in the marketplace, it's what we've heard over the last year, the way from data center to cloud. There are products that are migratable from data center to cloud. Lively Apps, unfortunately, has 25% of the products or of the revenue stream will never show up as a cloud product, and you have to think about new products. And there's a lot of try and error at the marketplace vendors. Yeah, and then we have, let's say, the AppFire thing, which is a very big player in the market, but there are also enough small and medium-sized app vendors. Yeah, and for me, it's completely new to try to understand the view of an app vendor. But it's nice. Yeah. So if you're here as an app vendor, you have to talk to the solution partners, which for 15 years were my friends and competitors, and now I have to convince them to sell the apps and so on. That's super nice.
Definitely, okay.
Yeah.
Always learning new things. So I wish you all the best for this journey. I personally hate it when founders exit. I do understand that at some point you want to retire, you want a sabbatical, and I'm pretty sure you more than deserved that. Still, in my silly, naive mind, I love what an architect told me. Look, you were asking me, is this project going to drag so long that I'm going to retire in between? Because I wanted to build a house with him, and he said, as long as the Lord lets me, I will be in this business. And I said, oh, that inspires me. That's like, he really loves his job, like way more than money or whatever. And that's also something that I found myself, like financially, that's also pretty smart in my opinion, because if you enjoy your work and you work longer, you'll get the benefits of those extra years, and still in the end you can sell, or your kids can sell, or whatever. So what's the good things? So I hate it. We don't need to haggle about that. But can you tell us a little bit about what's the good thing about selling? What came out of it that you like?
So I think the good thing is security. Just for
financial security, I mean.
Financial security, and as well as for us, as for the complete company, because
but they lost you.
Yeah,
it's less so.
But there is another company. It's a big harbor, let's say it that way. 2,000 employees, clear strategy in the services business in Europe. That makes totally sense.
Okay. You think they can do your business better than you could?
I would say they can expand the business in different angles, where I am not available to do that. Yeah. So
okay, security.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. So I'm two persons. Let's say it that way. On the one hand, I'm a computer scientist. I loved to program things. I stopped it 2 decades ago and do it yet for private reasons. And the second is I'm a founder and I'm selling things. Yeah, that's the one thing. But to run a big organization, a very big organization with some 1,000 employees, to build that organization that way, that's not me. So, and that's some of the points that we sell. And from a historic reason, I sold a company during the .com bubble in 2000, and it was a huge unsuccessful thing. We went bankrupt fully, personal and businessman.
I get the point.
Thing, and this is so like I need that exit for myself to finalize it.
Okay, good, understood. A week ago, Scott Farquhar stepped down as the CEO.
Yeah.
Very similar thing, maybe a little bit bigger company. What's your take on that?
So, first of all, it's always a personal and very emotional decision. We cannot look from the outside in those guys, and you cannot look in my ideas and in your ideas. It is because he's working for, let's say, his heart project so hard. It's kind of understandable if you look from the outside to that. And maybe after that long time, it's good to find a new addition to the management team. The question that I'm asking myself is, what is with Mike? So how long will he stay? Because if you work together in that kind, I have a co-founder too, if you work together in that way for 25, 30 years, it's not super easy to let one go and be on stage for the next 10 years or so. Yeah.
So you expect him to follow suit?
It's up to him. And again, this is a very, very personal and emotional decision. That there is not that much business decision on it. It's just so I need to see something new. I have to care about my family. I want to be an investor or something like that, and then you have to decide it for your own.
Yeah. Are you frightened that it will affect Lively apps and the ecosystem that those founders? No. And is Anu going to be the next CEO?
Sorry?
Is Anu the next going to be the next CEO? She's already saying, I'm sending new messages to my 11,000 employees. That sounds like preparing a new CEO.
So, I see her as one person in the top management team. Doesn't matter what's the title or something like that. So I see her on the same level. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you remember the former president, what was his name? Yeah, so he was the same. He was always from a management perspective on the same level. Yeah. Not from a shareholder perspective.
What I also get is you find she's fully qualified, and that's a likely outcome that she's going to become the CEO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I met her the first time. Maybe in Barcelona, 16. Is that possible?
She told me last year. I should know. But we can look it up. It's on LinkedIn.
Yeah. From YouTube. From then, it's you see the development over the decade.
Sajid yesterday told me she's an OG, and I said, "What does it mean?" He said, "Original gangster." So someone who came in very early and knows the game. Okay, awesome. Announcement at Atlassian team. What's highlights that you take away? What's new that excites you?
New is Rovo. Yeah. And I have two thoughts about Rovo. I love that idea overall. For me, it's not 100% clear what's the idea and what's the current status of the product. So, and we both know Atlassian is a kind of brave company. And does it take 6 months? What's the current expectation that we see Rovo in the market, or does it take longer?
I think it's going to be end of the year. But
end of the year is the official say.
No, there's no official.
Yeah, but I love to see it. It's from a marketing perspective. For me, from my understanding, is a little bit too much AI on it. Yeah. But I love the idea overall. I love the unified search I see in unified search more as a prerequisite for Rovo that it works. That's super.
Yeah.
That's super nice. I'm happy about the Confluence Cloud development. Mm-hmm. It's going absolutely in a good direction. Mm-hmm. And I think for the marketplace apps company, there are a lot of new opportunities. If you think about the agents, I think we will see within 1.5 years, we will see a lot of agents coming with already existing apps or agent as apps. And that's a new possibility for that. Yeah. So Jira is Jira again. It's kind of a marketing gag.
Back to the roots. We tried something, it didn't work as well, so we're going to stay back. That's what I get, and I think that's a strength. That's something that is valuable, and I also find it's totally understandable that they don't market it like this.
That's right. And I had a chat at our booth, and it would like sometimes it feels like a feature to remove things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
make it simpler.
When we all know Jira is a very cluttered system over the years and so on, and now if you put things together, remove some things, make it completely new from a UI perspective, for example, it's good for the product.
You're a founder. There are a lot of new founders in the ecosystem building apps like you are. what's something that you can give in terms of advice that they can learn when they're watching this video?
What I recognized this year is if you are new in the marketplace, if you have new products in the marketplace, it will take longer than expected. So plan ahead. If you want to have a break even, think about 2 years and not about 6 months. So I think that's a major outcome, especially in cloud.
What is more important, money or hands-on support?
A good product and support is always the most important thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it does not help if you have to step down as a founder of such a company after 1 year, because it takes two. Yeah. So that's what I meant with plan ahead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The second thing is what I recognized, and this is pretty new to me. I would say 5 years ago, a marketplace app vendor should care about the solution partners. Yeah, because especially in data center, it was kind of 75 to 80% of the revenue stream comes from the solution partners. This is still true, but you have to care about the Atlassian EA team. You have to care about other Atlassians. It's not only so just care about your marketing, consumer marketing or customer marketing and the solution partner marketing. You have more points to care about if you want to convince them to buy or to sell on your behalf the products. Yeah, and that means it's more difficult to sell the products at the end.
Let me try again on this money or hands-on approach. We're creating a program where we call it CBID Venture Program, where we try to help founders with hands-on stuff, not so much with money. While, for example, Atlassian offers Atlassian Ventures, which is mostly about getting a check of money, and then Atlassian's more hands-off and lets you do whatever you want with that, kind of. So what's in your opinion more important? Is it more like getting money to, I don't know, buy ads or do things that you can do with money? Or is it more hands-on, doing the right things, having the experience and those things?
To be honest, I think you need both. Uh-huh. You need the let's call it advisory from somebody who knows the market. You need the support in administrative marketing things and so on, and somebody who knows the ecosystem, but you need money. I think you have to check it before you start, where's the money from? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do I've saved some from my last salaries that I can exist 1.5 or 2 years, or do I need pre-seed investment? Do I need to find a VC at the end? Yeah, but the idea overall is super cool, and I would say it's like a business angel in the Atlassian ecosystem. Yeah, so it's more advisory than money, and especially for small teams, let's say 2 founders, they're developing that by themselves and so on. It's amazing.
Christian, it's so cool to see you still here. I'm very sad whenever a founder leaves, but you're such a cool person, so thank you for coming back.
You're welcome.
I hope that you'll stay for very long.
Me too. See you.